Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. This one is important. Why? Because I had to do it over. And I'm sorry. Lorna Shore has been requested almost as much as any other band. But I haven't had a chance to do them because so many other bands have come up. Well, I finally got sick and tired of it because someone said, please, for me, please do Lorna Shore. And I was like, okay. Well, I did a Lorna Shore video, and it was intense and chaotic and crazy and was permanently blocked by YouTube. It will never be able to be seen, and it pissed me off. So I picked this next one here, Immortal. We're going to try to do another one. Now, unfortunately, this will not be an honest reaction of Lorna Shore as a band. They're heavy as hell. They're intricate. Their intensity is huge. Never seen Immortal. So Akira, for you, this is Lorna Shore Immortal. My name is Old School Nerd. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. The link to this video will be in the description below. Hopefully it does not get blocked or wide like the last one did. Check us out on oldschoolnerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts. It's got the Patreon link for those who want to help support the channel and the merchandise store. Here we go. Lorna Shore Immortal. This is for Akira, as promised. And for a lot of you who've been waiting for Lorna Shore, doing it. The imagery the guys sing in the book, I recognize from the Salem witch trials or through many witch trials in history. It's not just the Salem witch trials. Witch trials were in vogue in the 16 to 1700s in certain places. Not for sure how it relates to the video, other than the fact the song is immortal, so it kind of gives you some few clues. If you're wondering why I'm stopping the video, is because the video was blocked because I literally attempted to make a reaction because someone had told me, hey, if you don't, it doesn't matter if you stop it or not, it's not going to affect it. Yeah, no. Block permo blocked because I didn't stop it enough. In fact, I only stopped it once. So it's going to be stopped a few times, but I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum if I can. Okay? Deal? Deal. Yeah. Catch that? Can you even hear that they're playing multiple notes, but it's so fast it just sounds like an engine? Yes. Apparently, Lorna Shore. You saw some images in there where they showed 3 witches hanging. For those who love the movie Hocus Pocus, may have been the Sanderson sisters. We're not sure. A common misconception is that in the Salem witch trials, in the Salem witch trials in the United States, that they burned witches at the stake. That is not the case. No witches or accused witches were ever burned at the stake in the United States. In the Salem witch trials, they were hung. All of them were hung except for one who was actually a guy. Yeah, a guy was considered to be a witch, warlock, whatever they called him. And to get him to confess, they actually put him between 2 boards, 2 planks, and they started adding stones for weight. And as weight was added, would begin to squish him and trying to get him to confess, and he never did, and finally died. They didn't burn any witches in Salem. They hung a few. There was even a story about one of them was thrown into a lake with stones tied to them or weights tied. That's not really confirmed. There's no historical record, but it has been said that has occurred. I know that in Spain and Portugal, during the Spanish Inquisition and other purges by the Catholic Church, that they did do that. They would sink witches. They would bring them out on ships. Walk the plank, except weights were tied to them, but burning at the stake is kind of a European thing, Europe and Game of Thrones. That's pretty much, yeah. So. Okay, the intensity of his vocal aggressiveness is only matched by the intensity of this dude's tattoos, to give you where my brain is going with. Also, let me also say this. We're 2 minutes into the video that's almost 7 minutes long, and I just want to say this. For all of you that love Lorna Shore, good for you. I do not. It has nothing to do with whether or not they think that they are very good musicians. I do. But from a metal song sense, I'm more of a groove metal with intricate grooves within the rhythm than I am the speed. I determine my liking and feel for some type of metal music more along the lines of the variances of rhythm than the cyclic rate. Does that make sense? You know what I mean by cyclic rate? A cyclic rate is what you determine the rate of fire of a machine gun. The cyclic rate. Okay? 60 rounds per minute cyclic rate, which means it's every second. Dum, two, dum, dum. Okay? 120 is dum, 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 dum. A-10 Avenger Vulcan cannon, 30 millimeter depleted uranium rounds, between 2,000 and 4,000 rounds a minute. So it sounds like a zipper. As impressive as it is that Lorna Shore's guitarist and drummer can go that fast, to just do that is not impressive to me. Technically, yes. Musically, it doesn't appeal to me sustained. If you put parts of that in a song and the rest of the song dynamically transitions, it's going to appeal to me. But if you do that as just a straight line to drive through a song, is it technically impressive? Yes. Is it musically impressive to me? Old school nerd. Just me. No. It's not my style. I think one of the first videos I've ever done was Kill Switch Engage, when we talked about the Signal Fire and they did a cover of Holy Diver. And I talked about how, by the way, just so everyone knows, and this is all the way back in November, I said music that goes super fast just to go super fast, or super just critically where it just drives through something technically, may not appeal to me, because I love folk music, because I love jazz, because I love That makes sense? The layering and artistry and arrangement of the song is more important to me than the technical speed or cyclic rate of the players. Now, is this shit impressive? It's just not my style, guys. Honest. You know me, I gotta be honest. Now, this part, the arrangement where you have that bass push, and then you have this fluttering lead guitar, dun, 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 dun. That appeals to me. That arrangement, the layering of sounds to create something more dynamic, 100% appeals to me. Growling and the screaming in the metal, there's a limit for me, by the way, that once you get past that limit, I'm like, okay. But if that's all you're going to do, that might appeal to some of you. It appeals to a lot of you. Not my style. Because I equally love Etta James and Aretha Franklin. You know, it's I enjoy all of it, and when you have layers and it's dynamic to where it allows different vocal points, it appeals more to me. Now, is this band legitly amazing? Yes. Just like Meshuggah's musically amazing. But am I going to just listen to that and it's on my playlist and it is not my style. It's not. But the imagery of the song is intense. The vocal stylings of the lead singer, it's 100% breakneck, 100% wrath. It's not even anger, it's wrath. He's throwing it out there. Totally connect with that. I just don't like it. The arrangement part of the song I like. It's breaking down. It's allowing different parts of it to tell a bigger story. I like the breakdown here, because it allows little wisps of their aggressiveness to come out, but at the same time, it's using breaks and layering of the sounds to show a significance in the story. It's a story that they're telling, not just visually, but also musically. And this part where they climaxed up to the spell being cast, all of a sudden now these witches are being captive. It brings a break, like, uh-oh, this is a serious part of the story. Pay attention to what's going on. And it's probably going to escalate again, because we kind of know where this is going.
Question. The final breath that slips from your lungs is when you learn your lesson.
Love that. We're going to rewind this back. As much as I didn't like just the constant growl and riff push at a very high cyclic rate, this part where they're using spurts of that rapid aggression intermixed with multiple layers of guitar melodic tagging that says you need to check this out. It's building it up without going louder. Could you go louder? Could you go faster? Yes. But is that the best way to build a story? Sometimes it's breaking it up. You can elevate a story even better. They're doing that. I dig it. Plus, technically, I don't know if you can go humanly faster than what they did at the beginning, but okay. Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
The final breath that slips from your lungs is when you learn your lesson.
The phrasing, the harmonizing, really good. Hey, yo, bro, is your brother Alex terrible? Because, right?
I love this madness.
I didn't like the beginning of this song. I felt it was too one-dimensional. It was how loud, how fast, how deep we could sing. That's how it felt at the beginning. The layering of the guitars, the sounds, the building of the layers and the storytelling, even though I still don't care for the vocals so much, because it's very one-dimensional, the speed now serves as a foundation. The speed and the constant riff speed that was distracting me at the beginning and I found muddled for it, just didn't hit me. It didn't resonate with me. Is now become the foundation for a much bigger story being told on top. So from the breakdown to the guitar solo part, that's kind of a transition into here. I like that portion of the song much more because in a dynamic sense, it does connect with me. Do I like the band's overall sound? It's still not my style. I like more melodic, more groove, rhythmically syncopated, dynamic stuff. Now, for those who love Lorna Shore, totally get why you do. They're badass, okay? Much respect. interesting. It's very interesting. Like I said, the beginning of the song, I'd say the first 40% of the song did not connect with me as much as I would hope it would. Again, I've said this many times. There are so many different types of metal out there that there's everything from metal that is more storytelling, Nightwish, that kind. Then you have every flavor in between. That was one of the beautiful things about me coming back to metal, was that someone had told me, hey, metal isn't like it was before. Metal is Baskin-Robbins 31 flavors and beyond. Every type you can imagine exists. Lorna Shore, this song particularly, delves into the layer of metal that appeals to many metal fans. It does not appeal to me as much. Like Orbit Culture, they're fast, intricate, and everything else, but they're a different sound than this. You know what I'm saying? So I think I don't like the vocalist as much because there's just not enough dynamic there for me. The band, obviously, their arrangement then turned a corner that I did appreciate and enjoy more as they began to do more storytelling and use that aggressiveness that was throwing me off at the beginning to tell a musical story. So, all right, so that is Lorna Shore. The song is called Immortal, and it's intense. You don't walk into Lorna Shore and go, this will be fun. No, you go into Lorna Shore and say, do I need a seat belt or a life jacket? Bulletproof jacket? Grounding cable? Something. You're looking for helmets, safety devices. You don't want to get hurt. So my name is Old School Nerd, and that was my reaction to Lorna Shore. That was intense. Maybe a little too intense for a guy my age. Stomach's a little upset. Dude, that went from 0 to, oh my God, very, very quickly.